We are going to solve axisymmetric problem. So am I audible? Can I get a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So this is the problem, but actually this is a cylindrical problem. As per this problem, what is given is the applied load, magnitude of the load is given. This is 100 Newton, here it is 100 Newton. Applied load is 100 Newton, and the Young's modulus of the material is given, which is 200 gigapascal. Since all the dimensions are given in mm, I am converting it in terms of Newton per mm square. Okay, the Poisson ratio is 0.3. 0.3. This is a thin shell, cylindrical shell. My intention is to calculate maximum stress induced in the cross section. You just watch the cross section. If I am revolving this cross section with respect to the y-axis, I could able to generate. Just a moment. I could able to generate a cylinder of the given dimension. Okay, so this is 20 in length. This length is 20, width is 5 mm, which is uniform for the whole cross section. Here 5 mm, this is also 5 mm, this is also 5 mm. Okay, from here to here it is 100 mm. This problem we are going to solve it by using axisymmetry condition. Okay, let us see the problem. Okay, if you do the manual calculation, the stress is given by force by area. So in this case, force is given as 100 Newton. 100 Newton, this is, it is a illustrative purpose. I have taken is 100 Newton. The equivalent is actually approximately, this is 10 kg. You just imagine, just 10 kg of force we are applying. The cross section is, this is the, I mean, the shell, the volume you will have if you revolve with respect to y-axis. The cross-sectional area, since I am going to apply the force here and here, by assuming, by giving the symmetry condition here. Here I can apply symmetry condition. Here is also I can assume symmetry condition. Symmetry condition means the software will understand that the similar portion is existing with respect to y-axis. With respect to y, this is available. This whole reflection is available like this. It will understand, so that here I can give boundary condition. Boundary condition. Similar, I mean, with respect to y, boundary condition. While solving the problem in ANSYS, I will show this, how to do this. Okay, and again, if I am applying the force F, area resisting will be this one actually. This will be the area which will be resisting the force. So this area you can calculate by using the formula like this. Okay, with this will be the center. This is going to be your R naught, outer radius, and this will be the inner radius, Ri. Okay, so by knowing this, this area, circular cross-sectional area, you can calculate pi r square is the formula. So this portion is hollow, Ri is hollow, so therefore it is subtracted. If you substitute the value, R naught is 20 mm, okay, 20 mm from here to here, 20 mm, okay. Therefore 20 square, actually you forget about this unit. This unit also you can forget. This will be 15 square, okay. 20 square minus 15 square. Therefore you will be getting the answer as the maximum stress value sigma is equal to 0.182 Newton per mm square. So this value we are supposed to get at this region, So this region we can define by defining the nodes. By knowing the nodes around this area, you can calculate the stress value. Okay, this is what we are going to do in this session. Of course, you can find out maximum deflection also. What is the value of maximum deflection? That also we can calculate. I will simulate in the software. Okay, so this is the problem modeling part. You must be familiar with. There are different ways by which you can generate this model. For instance, simple method is you can find out coordinate of this one, this corner, and this corner, and all. You can join, draw a line, and you can make it as an area so that you can make it. But in this example, I am using area method. Okay, I will be generating the first rectangle, this rectangle, by defining the corner coordinates. I am assuming this is 0, 0, this is 20, 5. So 20 units in x direction, 5 units in y direction. Therefore, I will be defining these two corners. Okay, by knowing this, giving these two corner value, I can able to generate this rectangle. Similarly, the second rectangle I can define by defining these two. This corner is 15, 0 and this corner is 20, 100. Okay, here 20 units, from here to here 100 units. Therefore, I can generate this one. This portion generation will be over. The third one I can generate by giving the coordinates value of this one. This will be 0, 95 because this 5 unit I have to subtract from this 100. This will become 95. X unit will be 0. Therefore, by knowing this corner and this corner, I can able to generate this particular rectangle. Understand? So after generating all these rectangle, I have to use Boolean operation add so that this will become a single area, one single area, and I can mesh this area modeling. Once I have done completed modeling, I have to mesh it with plane 182 element. This element we have already used, and you could able to do the analysis. Next step, you have to apply the force like this, and here you have to apply the force like this. Boundary condition, I mean axis symmetry boundary condition, these two position I have to give, and I have to arrest the movement somewhere here, uy is equal to 0. This will be the what is that, I have to constrain it, uy is equal to 0, such that if I apply the forces, I can find out the maximum stress induced in the cross section, as well as I can calculate deflection, maximum deflection in the element. Okay. Any questions up to this? Now run, click on run. So now, are you seeing my screen, ANSYS screen?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. At least one of you give me feedback. Okay, right. Now, I'm repeating. Choose preferences, structural. Okay. Now, preprocessor, click on preprocessor. Element type, add element, none defined. So I'm adding the element, add. Here n number of models available. I'm choosing solid. In this solid, quad 4 node 182 I'm choosing. Click OK. Okay. So its name is plane 182. Okay. Options. So K3 you have to change. Element behavior K3 axis symmetric. Set it to axis symmetric. Now click OK. Right. Close it. Now material properties. Click on material models. Structural. Click on linear. Elastic. Click on isotropic. Where you need to give the Young's modulus value. Material properties 200 kilonewton per mm squared. Okay, 5 zeros should appear. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and next one 0.3 is Poisson ratio. Okay, material properties given. Next, exit. Okay, now modeling part we are going for. Modeling part, create areas. So there are n number of ways. By creating key points also you can make. Creating key points, lines and area you can do. In this case, straight away it is possible, so that I am using areas. Okay, rectangles. Okay, by dimensions, clicking the dimensions. So here xy coordinates value it is asking. Okay, xy coordinates. So here x1 y1 is 0, 0, x2 y2 is 20, 5. You have to read it in this way. Click OK. So the rectangle is created. Again you have to define the next one, 15, and again 20, 100, the next end. Apply, you will be getting that one. And here 0, 95 and 20, 100. Okay, you can keep it as such. Apply, so that you could be able to generate this one. So 3 areas we have created. By using Boolean operation, you have to make it as 1. Now choose operate, choose Boolean, add areas, click on areas, pick all, select everything, pick all, and it will become a single entity. It has been made as a single entity. Now modeling part is over. Okay, next is click on meshing, click on mesh tools. Where it is appearing on line, you can choose, select all the lines. Okay, all the lines you have to choose, all the lines, all the boundary lines you have to choose, since I wanted to do meshing by straight line. Okay, right. So here number of elements or divisions 20. I am giving this as 20 so that the meshing is done. Mesh, click all, set all, okay. Okay, so meshing is done now. Right, next, click on solution, define loads, apply structural displacement, symmetry boundary condition. You look at it, symmetry BC means symmetry boundary condition on line. Click on line, this and this. This is important. So now I am giving data that the software should understand the similar kind of the channel section is existing on the left hand side. So that is the symmetry condition I am giving. Click on OK. Right. Next. Select. So click. Select entities at the top. Click on select and entities here by location. So now I am introducing the constraint at the middle. Okay, by location you have to choose. But nodes by location, y coordinates. Y coordinates means here I am setting the middle of this cross section, y coordinates value, minimum comma maximum. Here I am giving the minimum value 50. Means at the middle I am restricting. At the middle of this channel, y is equal to 50 means exact somewhere here I am restricting the, I am constraining the movement. Okay, here this one, right. Click OK. Next, displacement on nodes, pick all uy. So movement in y direction is restricted. Okay, this displacement value is set as 0. This is the constraint we are giving at the middle. You can see a smaller triangle, these two triangles, it indicates that uy is restricted at the middle. Okay, next, select entities by location. Now we click select all. Okay, right. Next, cancel. You cancel it. Since we want to find out the values at a particular location, I will tell you later. On keyboard, on key points, apply the load. Okay, apply the load Fy. Load is 100 Newton, therefore apply 100. Okay, upward direction. And again next is the bottom. This is minus 100. Okay, so 100 Newton load is applied now. Okay, now solve. Since we have given boundary condition and we have restricted uy at the middle and we have applied the load as well. So for this current load setup, solve the problem. Yes, close. Okay, so solution is done now. Okay, right. Now you can go plot results, deformed shape and undeformed shape, it will show. Okay, you can find out the maximum deflection value is 0.001 mm, 15 mm, or you can say 1.5 micrometer. 1.5 micrometer. This is the maximum deflection value. Okay, right. Now let us see the stress value. A specific value we can see, plot nodes. So all the nodes it is showing. Okay, all the nodes it is showing. You can choose the middle part. Select entities, minimum 45, comma 55. Why this value is given is, middle value is y is equal to 50. You assume that this is the y is equal to 50 line. So these two, I am referring 5 mm below and 5 mm above. I am focusing my attention only on this region, middle region. Okay, so 45 to 55 means 5 mm below the middle, 5 mm above the middle. What are all the nodes exist and its stress value I am interested in. Okay, so that I am giving 45 comma 55. You look at it here, it is y coordinates, right? Okay, click OK. Now plot nodes. Now you can see only 6 nodes are visible. The you can see the numbering also, node numbering. Choose number, node number on. Okay, here element numbers you have to set and OK. Click on OK. Okay, so if you understand, node number 131, 132, 133 are internal nodes. This is internal wall. This is outside wall. Okay, 11, 12, 13 are outside wall. Okay, here by knowing the stress value here and here, you can find out. Since it is a thin cylinder, the pressure, the stress value will be almost same. Here and this end, this end and this end almost remain same. If it is a thick, thick cylinder, you can find out a very big variation in the stress. Right. List results. Next, listing the results. Nodal solution. Click on nodal solution. Stress, choose stress. I am going for von Mises stress. Now, okay. Now you can find out for every node. So here node number 11, this is the value, stress value. Then node number 131, this is the stress value. Okay, von Mises stress value. If you can find out the average between this and this, you will be getting 0.182 approximately. 0.182 by calculator or by 0.179 and 0.185 average, you will be getting this value. Okay, since it is a thin, these two values are very closer. If you find out this node is inside, therefore this stress value is a little bit higher than that of this value. In case if it is thick cylinder, this will be very huge, this will be very less. Okay, so finding average between these two will give you the exact answer, 0.182 Newton per mm squared. Okay, next. Plot. So you can see the stress result. Plot results, contour plot, nodal solution, stresses, von Mises stresses, you can see. So the variation of various stresses you can find out. This value will give the maximum value on that. Okay. So suppose if you want to see the fullest one, symmetric expansion, click on style, which is, this is in here, no? Plot control, style, choose symmetric extension. Okay, 2D axis symmetric, this particular problem, click on it. You can find out 3/4 or 1/4 or half, you can see. By rotating this model, you see that this will be the model we have created and all the elements are shown with node number is also displayed here. Okay, so this is the axisymmetric problem. Okay, try to solve this problem at your home, and whatever doubts or whatever problem you are facing, that can be rectified while you are coming to the college during the second week of April, right? Okay. Okay, I am stopping with this. Thank you for attending the classes. Stop recording.